I'm like 20% of my old self. I'm kidding. I feel good. I'm getting my legs back. I'm getting my rhythm back. Getting my steps back on both ends of the floor. So I feel good. I'm getting better each game, getting my wind back each game. So we're heading in the right direction. What I've seen from LeBron today, he'll be fine. Trust me, he'll be fine.
Dave McMenamin, AD, said that with confidence and a sly smirk on his face. I mean, he's saying the right thing. What more can you tell us right now about LeBron's status?
Sage, there's 4 games left in the regular season for the Lakers, a back-to-back against the Knicks and the Rockets at home, a back-to-back against the Pacers and the Pelicans on the road. The expectation and the hope, I guess I should say, is that LeBron will return for one of those 2 home games. No one's expecting him to play in the back-to-back. I think you circle that Houston Rockets game, especially because it is banner night for the Los Angeles Lakers. They will finally reveal their banner from the 2020 championship to around the 3,000 fans that have been coming to games at Staples Center. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope said that LeBron's been going hard in his workouts, dunking the ball. And certainly there's an excitement buzzing throughout this roster. Frank Vogel said, I know we'd like to get more time for LeBron to find his rhythm and timing when he returns. I've learned by now to trust LeBron James in these situations to figure it out. So certainly some help on the horizon for the Lakers.
Yeah, which is probably why Anthony Davis just nodded and smiled and said he's going to be fine. Right now, they're in 7th in the West, just a game behind Portland at 6th. There's obviously a sense of urgency right now, Dave, as this team tries desperately to avoid the play-in. What are the Lakers saying about how they're approaching it?
Well, Frank Vogel said, and it's kind of counterintuitive, but the fact that the Lakers found themselves in this situation, losing 8 out of 10 prior to last night's win, and suddenly fighting for their playoff lives, they find themselves in kind of quasi-playoff dress rehearsal because every possession matters. And certainly this team with guys like Alex Caruso, who plays hard every possession, Anthony Davis finding something his last 2 games, scoring 78 points over the course of those games. Wes Matthews coming in, wanting to make plays. Marcus Saul certainly bringing a lift. It's made them make or break kind of in this moment. And right now, they feel like they're trending towards making it. They can still avoid the play-in tournament. If they go 4-0 down the stretch and Portland goes 2-2, the Lakers don't have to worry about Steph Curry scoring 60 points in a must-win game or any crazy scenario like that. They could just play the 3-6 matchup. So that's the carrot on the stick right now for this team, to just avoid the play-in completely, but treat these final 4 regular season games like they need to be perfect, as if they were playoff games.
Yeah, great point about people like Caruso, because that depth is really showing through right now for the Lakers, and timing is everything. If AD continues on this run, then yeah, watch out if you're facing the Lakers. Dave, thank you for the latest.
Yeah.
More NBA, Mavs and Cavs for now. Dallas 2 games clear of the play-in. Cleveland, a play-home bracket at this point. They've lost 10 straight.
Yeah.
Let's get a high end off there from Luka Doncic. Second quarter, Luka drives. He's going to finish inside. 15.5 rebounds, 4 assists in the first half. Luka joins Oscar Robertson as the only player to reach 5,000 points and 1,500 assists in less than 200 games in NBA history. That is a great start to a great young career. Third quarter, I want you to keep an eye on Doncic battling with Colin Sexton. So loose ball foul called on Doncic. Things get a little physical. Sexton complaining about a shot to the lower region. All right, so let's have a look with the officials. Does it happen? Oh, it does. Right? There's an unwritten rule. You don't go there. Flagrant 2 foul, he would be ejected from the game. Here's what Doncic said.
So that right there was the foul.
After I saw the video, I knew I hit him, but it wasn't nothing on purpose. I think that kind of stuff happens a lot in the games, but I don't know. That's my explanation. It obviously wasn't on purpose.
All right, I want to point out, Doncic remains at 15 technical fouls, 1 shy from an automatic suspension, something to keep an eye on as we move towards the postseason. That's Tim Hardaway Jr., Mavs 17-0 when they score 120 points this season. Cleveland has lost 10 straight, 124-97 in the finals. So Dallas keeps pace 2 games ahead of the Lakers as they try to avoid the play-in tournament. Looking at the rest of the schedule, the Mavs and Lakers both finished with 3 games against teams under 500. But it's the Blazers. They have the toughest road, one we're going to have to watch, finishing with 3 of the top 4 teams in the West. And remember, Portland does hold that tiebreaker over LA. And still ahead on SportsCenter, why Monica McNutt thinks the play-in tournament could serve as a much-needed tune-up for LeBron and the Lakers. Plus a full breakdown of the West's playoff outlook. That's still ahead on this show.
The Battle of Los Angeles on Monday.
Drummond lost. AD throwing down. Davis, mid-range magic for AD. This 4 games earlier. Davis got it. There's a 3 for AD. Alex kick. KCP short. So the Lakers can't put the dagger. And Davis selling out. Timeout Lakers. And they call the timeout.
What an effort by AD.
Bounce now to Caruso. Live. Oh, throw it down, AD. Exclamation point tonight for the Lake Show. AD dominant. Big win for the Lake Show.
Good day. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take on a Monday. Hope you all had a fabulous weekend, and we got a whole lot to break down. Super Bowl champ Chris Panty in the house. Good to see you, sir. And for Stephen A.
Thanks for having me in here.
Oh, it's going to be plenty of fun.
Super Bowl champ with Big Blue, Molly. With Big Blue.
No question. That's why you got the invite. Max Kellerman and Big Perk with us right now. Perk, you got us?
Yeah, I got y'all. What's going on? Good morning. I see everybody up there looking good on this great Monday morning. How you doing, Max?
All right, let's go, guys. And we're going to start with the Lakers getting a major win finally over the Suns as they try to avoid that play-in tournament. Anthony Davis putting the team on his shoulders, 42-12-5. LeBron still sidelined with a high ankle sprain, but could be back this week. Here's AD and head coach Frank Vogel.
I feel good. I'm getting my legs back. I'm getting my rhythm back. Getting my steps back on both ends of the floor. So I feel good. I'm getting better each game, getting my win back each game. So we're heading in the right direction.
All that other stuff is just trying to patch it together, while we're getting our stars back healthy and with their legs under them and rhythm and timing up to speed. And you see Anthony just getting a little bit stronger every game. A little bit more in rhythm every game, and just a sensational performance by Anthony tonight.
All right, let me break this down for you. So the Lakers are currently 7th in the West, 4 games left. Knicks, Rockets, Pacers, Pelicans, 1 game back of the Trailblazers for 6th. But the Blazers own the tiebreaker, so it's really 2 games. They have a 3-game lead on the Warriors, who are in 8th. The Lakers entered yesterday's game with an 82% chance to make the play-in tournament, and that dropped them to 71% after the win. If they want the chances to continue to fall, Anthony Davis is going to have to continue to be the monster he was last night. Max Kellerman, talk to me. When healthy, is AD the best big in the world?
I don't know about that anymore. I don't know. When last seen healthy he was, but 2 things have happened since then. Not only did he get hurt, so now we need to see him consistently be what he was, which was the dominating force on both ends of the floor. But another thing happened too. The other bigs got better. Forget about Giannis, who's 3rd consecutive year. He's basically doing the same thing that he did when he won the 2 MVPs, because he really is a big. And AD's a power forward. Giannis is whatever you want to call him. By big, I mean you protect the basket, right? You do that. You grab the rebounds, and you could be a power forward. If you protect the basket, you're a big. And my point is this. Joel Embiid and Jokic both are clearly better than they've ever been before, and they were already playing on a high level. So first of all, we have to see if AD can get back consistently to being AD. And then we need to see if that AD is still better than this Embiid, who's been, Embiid game for game has been the best player in the league this year. He's been the best, both ends of the floor, game for game, but he's been hurt. And Jokic about to win the MVP because he hasn't missed the games, and overall, he's been the best player in the league because he hasn't missed those games. Is AD still better than that? That's what we need to find out.
Yeah, here's typical Max. He's going to deflect. He's not going to answer the question directly. It's about whether or not Anthony Davis is the best big man when he's healthy. And the answer is he is. And you have to look back to what he did last year, not only what he did in the bubble, during the regular season. You're talking about a guy that's top 5 in terms of PER. You're talking about a guy that's first team All-NBA defense, first team All-NBA, period. Like this guy, the way he impacts the game, he put it on display last night against a team that's second in the Western Conference in the Phoenix Suns. You saw him with the back-to-the-basket moves. You saw him with the mid-range game. He was even hanging out as that kid in the corner, knocking him down from deep. And then you saw what he did on the defensive end. You saw that block that he had against Jay Crowder. He's showing you that he's starting to feel like himself. And when it comes to Anthony Davis, it's not just about the statistics in terms of quantifying his impact on his team winning games. It goes beyond that. Anthony Davis just showed you last year what he's capable of, what he's playing, and he showed it again last night. He's taking that mantle on himself. He knows they got 4 games to go. They probably need to go 4-0, and they need the Portland Trail Blazers to stumble if they want to avoid the play-in. But you're seeing him clearly tick it up a notch, and I think that's indicative of players that are truly great, and Anthony Davis is that guy. I think he's still the best big in the NBA when he's healthy.
Okay, Chancey, don't you body Max